Zephyr are very pure HR. I think that's sort of HR business partners, employee relations.
Yeah, you see other areas as well.
Okay.
Could we take your email address
Yeah,
and then
course.
you could send us that sort of division organisation chart?
Which one?
The one that you said our ones are out of date.
Okay,
those?
do you know what? Mine is probably two now.
just-
But mine is more
proper.
Mine is newer than yours. So, and I'll check with another colleague as well. He should have those more up to date. People are
Leaving quite often.
Yeah,
a high turnover.
It's very high turnover. So, including senior leaders. Good to meet you, and good luck. You probably now have a break, don't you?
Yeah, we have a few minutes for the next one.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay.
Bye.
Thanks.
Bye.
So who is next?
No one. So Paul's not coming unless we want someone else
Alright.
to come in, or you think that's enough?
Well, I need to think.
Every time someone new comes, they've got something else. They got something else to add, which I didn't think about. She is right about there's no person, like, so when you go on the site, like in RSPB, you knew about the culture really strongly because
From the internet.
just from the internet, because they're also a bit. Let me see if I can try and find it. The old intro. I've got a screenshot. As if I've got one here. Okay.
While you try to find out,
Yeah.
one thing that I wanted to pass to check with you.
Yeah.
I noticed that a couple of times when you ask the question, you might lead them to the answer.
I did. No, I was like, whoops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you were framing it like you were giving the answer in the question. You know, what do you think about this? I forgot now the example.
I think it was.
It's almost like sometimes you need to let them a bit more time for them to discover.
Yeah.
I don't remember now. Well,
Which. I think I did it. I think it might have been. It wasn't during a task-based one. I think it was on the homepage.
I think it wasn't on the search results. What do you think about breaking the results in?
Yeah, because she didn't say it, and so that's why I pull it in. Because normally, I pull it in there because she didn't say it, so I was waiting.
Yeah.
Maybe
you need to give them give them. I don't know if we gave her enough time, considering that she actually was dyslexic. Actually said. So,
right. I did thought she was a bit slow. I felt she was slower.
No, but
to answer.
As dyslexic, she will struggle reading.
Right.
So she needs to put more effort into that, and maybe by giving the she will pick it up.
It's a yes and no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably because I was like waiting. I just said it. And I was like, I shouldn't have said that.
That's fine. It's just.
I won't say it.
So that's the internet. All right.
Hold
way
on.
busier.
So that's their intro. Hold on. I was trying. Oh, that's. So you have some. Oh no, I might have. Yeah. So. Well.
How big are these guys? In
quite
terms
big.
Of,
so
but
they
in terms
had.
of content, we have a lot of content going on. As
we got 1,000 pages.
Right.
Thousand. But the internet that's just been going for 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
So that's their intranet. And they have, I think there was a section where, I think it was this bit here, which is where, and also this changes from the intranet that particular team, where they write about just company stuff. It's basically, so it was a 10-year birthday, and they wrote about that. But also, if they talk about well-being, they have a little sort of widget. They call this the widget bit, and you can click. So at the moment, that's just a 10-year. It's supposed to be a GIF that flashes.
Right.
But normally they have like a little image, and it might be like, oh, have you thought about pensions or something? And it'll be an image. You click on it, it goes to that article, or particular what their HR team would want to put in. But yeah, there's stuff like, oh, think about well-being more. So there'll be like an image of well-being, and you click on it, it goes direct to.
Yeah.
So
cool.
But yeah, this has a lot of stuff on it. I mean.
Oh, look how many quick links, access your systems and services.
But actually, I use that the most. A lot of people just go straight, so they never click on this top hierarchy.
Right.
If you want to go book a leave, you just looked in that corner, and it would be on. It was under my employee or like leave. You click. It was just from the main nav. We just go in.
Yeah.
But yeah, they had a bit here which is like for sale, or like what we're talking about, which is linked to the forum. So this one for sale wanted was where we got a pop-up box, which like the Facebook shout.
Yes.
Which it's just a title, so it's like Rainbow's uniform, and then you click on it, and it just said like 250 characters.
Which in a way is what Linda wants with the staff room list at the bottom, so for people to put whatever crap in the personal content.
And that's the. I found that was a nice intranet I've used in a company. I thought, and they had so we had their 10-year birthday, so I designed that, which was no, that's not it. So actually, it looked like this in the end. There's like these birds. It looked like that with squirrels and stuff hanging. But basically, that was JavaScript. There was confetti going down, so it was like JavaScript. But yeah, that's a 10-year birthday.
Cool. Right. In terms of images, this is something that I wanted to leave entirely to Raf. He thinks that we need banners and all that
it does mean that the person who's going to manage this has to have someone to get the images to upload for every article, if they were going to make.
Yeah, you need to take into account giving both.
Yeah, because if you allow that, that's a job in itself, because someone sat there and made the images for like the RSPB.
Yeah.
Someone has to make these, these images and crop them up to the right size.
I don't think the NHS have that sort of resources or time.
That's what I mean. Yeah, because they had a dedicated intranet person that did it, and then they gave it to the graphics team or the UX team to do the visual.
See, you have even a graphics and UX team. They don't have anything like that.
I know. That's why, even though she said visual, they don't have the resources or the money
to maintain that long term.
Because even just to make that image here, which is for the that someone had to make that.
Yeah.
They might not have anyone to make it. I don't think Linda can use Photoshop.
Well, she can actually,
she can.
But I don't think it's her. Yeah, she
That's
can move things around, but I don't think that she's the one designing messages like that. Well, they might hire Digirati and we get a visual designer ourselves. I don't know. Okay, so do we need another person? I think it would be good if we can get one.
Okay. I think it takes about 30 minutes, doesn't it?
Yeah, with her took an hour.
Was it an hour with her?
Well, we started at...
Oh, yeah.
We started at 1:30. Yeah. So, and
she was... Okay.
55 minutes, but I know that her from before, she likes to talk.
Okay, thorough. Yeah.
So I was expecting that. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can find Linda and see.
Oh, it's just the girl with the reception, isn't it?
Let's see if she's available.
So how should I phrase if they don't notice the results are broken down? How should I phrase it? That bit.
Good question. So the thing is, the task is... Hello.
Oh, so Zephyr didn't show up.
Yes, we heard that from Arjun. So we were talking about before. What's her name?
Liz.
Will she be available? Maybe in a few times. Maybe in 10 minutes or whatever she can do. The thing is, the catch there is that because the task is actually pointing to find the contact, so they might bypass mentally.
Yeah, I did go back to it.
Yeah. So after the task, you would probably say, do you notice anything else about this search results page that you want to comment? And if they take some time, then you indicate that way. But it's a good thing you said to do it after they achieve the task and they go back into it, because otherwise I don't think they would notice it at all in that way.
I don't. Also, like they didn't mention about filtering, which I thought was a bit not strange, but
Well,
they haven't mentioned filtering
we-
results. Like the other Ralph.
yeah,
It's
but
like-
it's two cases. We either filter or we either break it
Break
down.
it down. Because what happens if a policy section you wrote a keyword and there was 50, 60 results? What would happen on that?
Yeah, but we don't have enough parameters to filter. That's the thing. We
Oh,
have
no. But are there 50
Yeah.
policies? If I'm saying in the worst case scenario, how would they just grow down?
Oh, yeah, I
on
see
that?
what you
Do
mean.
you know what I mean?
yeah.
It sounds like they haven't got that much content anywhere. Well, they
Well,
do
they actually-
on for policies, but they haven't. They would have to convert.
Yeah. Well,
So Liz can join us now.
hello, Liz. Hi.
Hello.
Excellent. Thank you. Right. All right. We
Don't
can
know
take
how
it from
much
there.
help I'll be, but
Well, no. I
We'll have
think
a look.
Everyone is good help.
yes. So
Yes.
please have a. Do you want a drink?
I'm fine, thank you. Yeah.
So you met me before.
I did.
Elle today is going to be actually leading the conversation with you. I'm going
Yep.
to be sitting there writing notes,
Okay.
but I might pop in to discuss things further. But Elle is in charge.
Yep.
Okay. This is your mask. Just gonna. That's Liz. What's your job description?
Membership manager.
Membership manager. So me and Diego, we are UX research. My name's Elle. So we've got a prototype here. It's not fully working, so it's not a complete version. So some links might not work, but we're just testing the prototype. So we want to hear feedback, and we'll.
When you say prototype, is this
Yeah.
how it's going to look? Or is it like where the things are?
Where the things are. This is not the over. So it looks grey and it won't look exactly like that.
Got ya.
But just the content.
Okay,
wise,
and how it's laid out and stuff.
is-
Okay.
Yeah. So, just general questions is how often do you use the intranet? Oh no, I forgot. Let me just record. I forgot to record actually. Hold on. Sorry.
Oh
Oops.
Lord.
Please stop recording. Okay, it's already recorded. Okay. So how often do you use the internet?
A couple of times a week,
A couple of times.
probably.
And what sort of activities do you do?
The main reason I do is because it's the first page that opens when you
Oh,
open
right.
the internet.
Oh, so it's a
Yeah,
home
but I
page.
do use it to access the internet.
Internet.
Yeah, because the link is just there, so it's quite easy for me to use. I don't know why I haven't just saved it, but I haven't.
Okay, and have you ever used the internet on your mobile or tablet device before?
No.
No? Okay. So this prototype has no visual design, so we're just going to test the overall content structure
Yeah.
and labels. So just looking at the home page, what's your first impressions on here?
It looks much better than the one we've got now.
Yeah. What about the top navigation? Any thoughts you have there on the labelling?
Yeah, this is good because
The
that's
search bar?
mainly what I would want to use it for.
Yeah.
Can I click on these?
Um,
Do they not
not-
do anything? It's just the layout, is it?
Not yet. not
Okay.
yet, Okay. Just going to look at just the main
Yeah.
homepage. If you scroll up there, what do you think on the quick links? Like
What's
sort of?
Oh, these things.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on those?
I would have the internet on there.
When you say internet, you mean the internet?
The link to our own internet,
Oh, you mean
the CNI one.
CNI
Yeah.
page. Okay.
But it might be that the reason I use that is because it tends to have more information on than our intranet, so there might not be a need to have that if our intranet is decent.
Okay. If you look down at the staff room, there's a notice board. I don't know if you can see.
Yeah.
There's also a box.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, I like that.
What do you think it does?
Is it what is it if you wanted to advertise something in the staff
yeah,
room?
so if you just click on that.
Okay.
Yeah. Would that be a feature you would consider using?
I probably would as membership manager, because if we do events, that would be. And does that mean that you don't have to go through comms to do that? I presume it would be vetted by them,
You'd be
but
probably vetted by the comms.
yeah, but it would
Okay.
save them a bit of work. As in, okay, yeah, no, that's good.
Use. So I'll ask you to do a task. If you just go up on the homepage, I want you to find the extension number of Miss Jones, and she's a senior service manager. So how would you do this?
I would do it. It doesn't matter which way I do it, does it?
Yeah. You just press the search button. Click again. Ta-da. 1 second. You can click on the profile. What's your impression of the profile page?
Yeah,
You like
this is what we need.
it? Is there any information missing on the contact details of it?
Oh, yeah. Do you know what would be really useful is where they're located.
Where they're located.
Because quite often, if no one answers the phone because they're ignoring you, it's nice to go and annoy them.
Right.
By finding out where they are.
Do you,
so like
would you
second
say-
floor, like fourth
second floor.
floor, St Pancras, Highgate Centre, or whatever it's called.
Okay, so floor level.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then the building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of replicated what we have in our global address book, although that's not up to date, but that does say where
Global
they're
address
based.
book.
Yeah.
Okay, global address book. What about
But that's good. Yeah.
Do you think anything you should add to that section will change?
No, is this what you would fill out if you are this person?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you'll probably struggle to get people to do that, but in theory, I think it's really good. Especially because I'm quite new, I still don't know who's who and what's what, and so that would be really, really useful.
If you go back to the results page.
Can I use this? Yeah.
Yeah. What's your impression on the
This is good. So I'm presuming this brings up everything. Yeah. So Jones. Yeah, that's useful. That's good.
Anything you would change here?
No, because you're saying like the look of it isn't going to be the same. That's the only thing I would comment is the look of it.
What do you mean by look?
As in it's like there's nothing to distinguish each column,
right.
But like it all kind of looks the same.
Great. It means
yeah,
great.
that's
okay,
what I mean.
It won't
but,
look like
yeah,
that.
yeah. But
visual.
other than that, it's fine. This is quite good. The like contact card looking thing.
Mhm. How was that task?
Easy peasy.
Anything unexpected?
Mm-mm.
Any other issues
No.
you'd like to point out? No. So I want you to do another task. You go back to the home page.
Mhm. Can I use that home link or do I go back?
You can click on home. Yep. I want you to download the expense form to submit your travel expenses. So from here, how would you go about doing this?
My instinct would be to go to somewhere that says forms.
Right.
Possibly HR. Can I go on there? Oh yeah, there we go. Now, if I did a search for forms, that would bring that up, would it? Can I do that?
It should, yeah, in theory.
But
So that's
now.
No, it won't do now because
Okay.
it's not a fully.
Well, yeah, because
it's-
because like I said, my instinct would be to look for forms,
Right.
but I wouldn't necessarily put that with HR. But I think that's probably me. I think most people would think HR, just because.
Where would you put it if it wasn't under HR?
I have no idea. That's
Right.
why I'm thinking that would be the sensible place to keep it.
Yeah. So you're saying you would
Yeah,
search through the search.
but so then I might put in expense form in there.
Okay.
Perhaps you could have a like a most popular form, because I would think something like expenses or absence or whatever
Mhm.
might be don't know what you call those, but most searched for things.
How did you find that task?
Fine.
Everything fine? Any issues?
No.
Anything unexpected happened?
No.
No? Anything you'll change?
No, only that thing about possibly.
I'm now going to actually do another task.
Yep.
Yep. So from the homepage,
Mhm.
I want you to look for internal job vacancies within the company.
Okay.
So
I
how
would go
you-
to HR.
Yep.
And I'd go to internal vacancies.
What are your thoughts on the drop-down list?
Yeah. I wouldn't have pictured it to be like that. I would have presumed that if I'd have clicked on that, that would have taken me to a separate page.
Right, okay.
I think only because, which again might change once you change the design of it, as in the colours and stuff, this looks, it's a bit like, oh, there's a list and a list and a list and a list.
Right.
And it might be easier to process by looking at it on a separate page.
Okay. If you can actually click on the first vacancy.
Okay, and then
Yeah.
you can navigate from there.
What's your overall impression? Vacancy
Yeah,
search
this
first.
this is
So
good.
it's- Okay. Any issues? Anything unexpected happen?
No.
No?
Do you know what I might have though on there is a
Yeah.
like send to.
Send
You know,
to.
like if you had a mate that you thought might be good at that.
Oh, right, okay. Send to. Email. Drop.
Or share or
Or
something.
share.
Yeah.
Diego, I think you can go on the mobile phone.
All right. Cool.
So we're going to test the mobile phone.
Well, rather than test it, we're actually going to show you.
Yeah.
We are not,
Okay.
This is like a rough.
but yes, the idea is that people will be able to access the internet by phone as well. That's why Elle was asking you before if you tried it in the past.
Yeah.
Please feel free to interact. It works exactly in the same way as that. So not everything actually links to some location,
So
but
how would you get on this?
you will need to log in. So in this case,
Okay,
it
so
says
there
hi,
is
Susan.
like a
It will be a login
Okay.
page. So even if you're at home and you need to work from home, and you're only on your mobile or maybe on the train, you could.
So you
potentially
can't
it
do that
way.
now, can you?
I don't think you can.
Not that you'd want to look at that pile of rubbish.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to do one part of this test. I'll go back to it.
So it does look pretty much as this one.
Mm-hmm.
Do these things work if I click on them?
No, they
No.
only work in the same way that
Okay.
you saw that. So
So you can still do the searches there.
yeah. So if you need to, for
Yeah,
example, open
and the
them.
menu button. That's
Good that you pointed it
yeah.
out. We were trying to test if you could find it.
Yeah. I think instinctively, when you're looking at an app, you would expect it to be at the top, which is good.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Cool.
this looks fine.
Okay. I think Elle, you just
Oh, yeah,
said
I was gonna show
you
you
have
different-
one more
yeah.
task, and then we set you
Oh,
free.
sorry about
Yeah,
that.
no,
I
it's
think I
fine.
skipped it by accident. So we got, before you click on this link, there's the organisation charts.
Yeah.
What do you think before clicking on it?
What do I think will be there?
Yeah.
Structure charts
Yep.
of
So you can.
the organisation.
So is this what we're expecting? The impression of this page.
That when you say what would I
was you
okay.
expecting?
Oh, there's a corporate services down there.
If you actually click on the queue.
Yeah, see, this was quite a big thing for me because I didn't know who anybody was or where anybody sat.
Right.
But I don't know how you would make it any simpler. I think it's because I'm not clinical that I don't understand it. But this bit would be useful. I presume there's like an overall, like board one and what do you call them, executive office thing. Do you know what might be easier or might make more sense is to do the kind of overall one first,
Right.
and then separate it like clinical, corporate, and then have them come list down from there. Does that make sense?
I
Or
mean,
am I just
as
waffling?
in bit that was sort of described over there when you click on corporate.
Yeah. Although then, what if you don't know where it falls?
That's a good point.
Okay, but it's interesting you pointed that out about breaking it down. It is broken down, but through the probably because this is just black and white.
Yeah.
You cannot see that. We are seeing this with a lot of people that you have clinical and corporate. So, but we take what you say because I think that needs to be emphasized a bit more. That from there you can start finding out which divisions you want to get into.
And it might just be that the layout, instead of going that way, needs to go that way, and then you can drop down. So, but that would be the only thing. That to me is like quite an important part of the intranet as well.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Any other feedback
No.
on that? Any issues? No. Anything unexpected happened there?
No.
Going back to the queue.
Home?
No.
Oh,
queue.
yeah.
What are your thoughts on regarding the photos?
Would be useful. Whether you get people to do them, or I suppose you'll. I've just come from UCLH, and they had a thing where they suddenly introduced photos to the address list on their intranet.
Right.
And they'd got them from like your staff badge, and then everybody kicked off and said, "Why have you put my photos?" And they had to take it down again. So I would only envisage that. For me, it's useful, but I don't know whether people would agree to having their photos on there. Do you know what else might be good? Is those little businessy card things that you just showed me that I clicked on? Is if you could click on that and
you can
bring it up.
If you click on
does
that.
it? Oh, see?
Right.
That's fantastic. Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, good. Do you want to go back on the mobile phone?
Where did I use? We have an example of that for mobile, and that's why I want to show you. So, if you try from there to get to the organization charts as you did before.
Do I have to go in there? Mm-hmm.
And then, if you visit then acute, you might need to actually click on the label. There you go. So we have a different layout because imagine that sort of thing.
Yeah.
It will be
on there doesn't
it
work.
will be impossible. So please feel free to interact and see if what you make out of it. It takes a bit of time to load, but the idea you see that we are revealing.
Yes, so they would come
level.
under her,
Yes.
I would presume.
Yeah. And that one doesn't work. Sorry, that one does. And then you get to see. So we are trying to sort all those levels into one
that's
at
really
a time.
hard to put into a phone. So I think that's probably the only way you could do it. That makes sense when the different shading to, show a different level works.
Cool. All right.
And that's good. I didn't notice that on there actually.
That's a good point. It is there, but yes, you notice it.
Yeah. The more about this service.
Okay.
Yeah, you can click on it. That actually works. So that is if the service wants to, have more content about it. They could have copy. They could actually list documents in the blocks below and categorize them in the way whatever way they want.
Yeah, just somehow make that a bit more prominent because I did. It was only on there because it's kind of at the top.
Yeah.
But that's good.
Okay. Do you have any other questions from there?
No,
that's
she's
it.
Covered. She covered most of them without me answering the question.
Okay. So overall, what do you think?
I like it. What? Yeah, the one we've got now sucks. But for me, the most important thing was the things about finding out who's who and where everybody is, which I think is, as I've said, because I'm new.
Mm-hmm.
But that kind of sums it up. And the search thing is so important, and it's clear, so it's good. I like it.
Excellent.
Okay. And I think the staff room thing is quite important. I don't know how we'd encourage people to use it because I probably shouldn't say this, but as we're in here, there's a really low staff morale in here.
Mm-hmm.
and nobody feels like they're part of a team. And I have found that kind of brings people together, even if they just moan about, oh, the canteen food sucks, and someone else goes, yeah, why are we? It kind of does give a sense of, a team.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's good.
Well, hopefully, it gets people a bit more engaged together.
No, I like it.
Liz, thanks very much.
Thank you. You're welcome.
All right.